Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Okami. In the last episode, we brought Shinshu Field back to its beautifulness and ran around looking at stuff. In this episode, as I said last time, prepare for lots and lots of blooming. Let's get this started by heading back towards Kamiki and seeing something we can't do anything with yet. We are not strong enough to dig through that. Anyway, down here, on the path to Kamiki, there are tons of trees that need blooming. Doing it right, you can do more than one tree at a time. It's just this tree hadn't loaded yet. The draw distance wasn't enough. If I had been just a touch closer to the trees, I could have done that one easily.
How am I gonna get all this nice trees? Pretty much fuck this.
And we will see that the wind is blowing through Kamiki and looking very pretty. But there's still the black dead trees around. Wow, what's with all this? The village is just bustling with activity. I wonder what's going on. So, we will come down here over to this guy who's bouncing with joy. And he has a 15 above his head. Ah, what a joy to see life return to the land. Just 15 more to go. We will be blessed with a miracle when all trees are in bloom. So he basically telling us to bloom all 15 black trees. And now as you go close to him, or talk to him, his number changes to 14. So yes, this is what we must do. Run through Kamiki and bloom all the trees that are like this. And that makes 13 more.
For the first time in my life, I want to
And it's starting to become nighttime, which if it becomes nighttime, we get to go to Mr. and Mrs. Orange's house and get the cherry cake, pie, whatever they were, that Mrs. Orange promised us. For helping her with the wash line. And that's what we will do when night falls. But until then, we've got more things to bloom. I'm gonna have to raise my remote up to properly do the next part on time. And that sound was her singing. Joyously singing. It made the dog jump, us blooming a tree.
Jumping joy, it looked like.
Mm-hmm. This is not a good omen. This is just not a good omen. Once again, those of you who know the game will know why I'm saying it's not a good omen.
Cheese went to waste.
I know you did. Now, as much as I'd love to continue on blooming the trees, it just became night, and I want to go get those cherry cakes. Because it's very nice of Mrs. Orange to do that for us.
For a dog.
So we come in, and we listen to Mrs. Orange. Yep. And now we get this little cute cutscene as she makes us some cherry cakes. I know.
Probably would have made it a lot more fun.
Yeah. Nope. And they had some oranges in their house, go figure. Anyway, back to what we were doing, which was putting trees into bloom. Oh, another thing. At night you will see white glows like this. They house treasure chests. And you get things like traveler's charms and all that. Now, quick detour up here. There's actually nothing for us to bloom up here. Now, when we see this, when we go through here, we just see that, but if we go around... Oh, they're not here. Okay, never mind. I thought they were here right now. My memory fails me.
I think they're there after it's going to happen.
Yeah. You mean after what I'm about ready to do?
Yeah.
Okay, up here, it's really hard to see the trees at night. You can tell, you can see them when you go into... If that's not annoying, I don't know what is.
Can I bloom that one over there?
Yes, you can bloom this one. And Shadow's gonna bloom this tree.
I think I'm at a terrible angle.
Yes, you are.
You know why? Because I get it sideways. I get like half the ball. Really?
There we go.
That was an auto jump. So, do we go up here now?
I don't think we can do it till the daytime. Yeah, we can. Which we can instantly make it day. Are you gonna try to do this from that angle? And we'll find Mr. Orange, it's here.
Okay, let me try doing circles.
The sun, remember, Bloom's recognition is very different from the sun's.
They're both circles.
I know, but the recognition of them is very different.
Fine. And
now we listen.
I'm so mad.
Why? Because of the cheese?
Yeah, my cheese escaped.
Mm-hmm. It's not nice.
More than half the cheese was like... a dog.
Okay, we missed a tree. You don't see that cutscene if you haven't missed a tree.
Yeah, but still. At least we got to see that.
Yeah. I have no idea where I'm... When you... do we have to see that again, honestly? Fuck, I'm skipping it. His secret Konohana Shuffle, he mentions. To harness the power of the earth. But you can only successfully see a successful Konohana Shuffle once all the trees in the village have been bloomed. Birds.
It stops me.
So I missed a tree somewhere.
Yep, because it wasn't my fault.
Nope.
Oh, map if it was the most obvious part. I'm just not bringing my camera.
Probably was.
But talking to
Probably just one. Okay, almost guaranteedly just one. There it is. Right, you get 6 praise from the last tree and you hear a little jingle. Not even stopping, just run, stop. Just like running. I mean, I understand that you're hungry. Oh, now, before we go up there, we are going to upgrade our ink. I did not mean to exit out of the main menu. And that's going to cost a whopping 200!
Like, man, that I really wish
I didn't think it would do that.
but it did.
So now we go back to see Mr. Orange.
Yes. Oh, and I know. I feel like that.
At last.
Me and this open have the same as my
What?
What?
At last, the answer to all my prayers. All the village's trees have sprung back to life. It is time to harness the power that dwells within the good earth. Yes, it is time for the Konohana Shuffle.
That was an exclamation mark. There's an exclamation mark.
Yes. I shall summon back the spirit of the divine tree Konoha. Konohana. Bleh. What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just missed the Konohana in the last part of it. Sake of Valor. But first, I must break my vow of temperance. I shall gingerly sip this sake and soon we shall see blossoms. That is not gingerly sipping sake. And the orange on his head grows to an enormous size. Hey Gramps, you okay? You've got a weird look in your eyes. Snowball, eat soon! What you're about to see is the stuff of legends. Behold the secret of secrets. I give you the Konohana Shuffle! You okay?
Yeah.
So you're gonna see this for a little bit. And then you're gonna get a sequence of him that's longer, and you have to bloom. I'm so worried about failing this because I really don't want to fail this. Because you have to start from the beginning. And this is the last one. Yes, I did it.
First time for everything.
Yep. And the tree gets beautifully restored. And now instead of regular leaves, there's cherry blossom petals being blown through town. And he's passed out drunk. Great Matarasu. Sakia? You're alive and you're, looking very nice. Little bug friend, I see you are full of spunk as always. I also owe this elderly gentleman my deepest thanks. What bravery. Mere words cannot express the depth of my gratitude. Thanks to you, I have been restored and re-energized. And she has now changed your tire. Of course, the one who deserves my thanks and respect the most is none other than the glorious god Amaterasu. Praise be to you. And she gives us lots of praise. I cannot guarantee that it will mean salvation for all of Nampon, but if you restore the guardian saplings spread about the land, you too will benefit from the power that results. I will remain in Kamiki, praying for your mission's success. How I look forward to gazing upon you again. May the fresh scent of flowers protect you and always protect you always. Yeah.
Did you necessarily have to do that?
What? I don't know. And we get another constellation. And it's another monkey. But he's a little clumsy. And hits the screen. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Long have I hidden myself here amongst the nature of Kamiki. But the time has come for I, Hasugami, proud member of the Hanagami trio of floral gods, to reveal myself. May my power be of assistance on your grave quest. It's nice when they don't ramble on forever about things. He is too fucking loud. Holy smokes, that was Hasugami. With the water lily power, you can create lily pads on water. You can use them to cross any body of water. Let's try it out. Come on, this way, Ami. Just occurred to me, Yusuke's gotta have some really good legs on him. I've been eyeing that treasure chest out there for some time. Why don't you create some lily pads here? Make them like stepping stones all the way to the aisle. The water lily brush technique creates lily pads on water. All you gotta do is draw circles on the water. Come on, Furball, let me see you work wonders with that brush of yours. Yes, that's it. Hey, wipe that smirk off your face, Furball. At least we don't have to worry about getting wet anymore. I know now that you have this new power. Let's use it to travel a bit further out of the village. Remember that waterway leading to the forest that I told you about? And he goes and marks on our map. Our little Sakia is back to her old peppy self, but there are still lots of guardian saplings that haven't blossomed. Okay. And this is what we mean by there's plenty of other techniques that are going to make it harder and harder to bloom. Sun fragments. Another sun fragment. Yay, we only need one more. Yes, if you're angled the wrong way while trying to bloom something, it will instead draw, and there's water behind it, it will instead draw a lily pad and possibly incoming. Sorry about that, folks. Just got a little interrupted. And this part of the island doesn't like me. I'll try over here. You need to put the lily pad in the water. Okay, then I'll swim around the island and hopefully get a place with a little bit of a less slope. Let's try here. Here we go. Yeah, and with the lily pad technique, you can make really small circles. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's also a treasure chest buried on this island. And you can see them in day, just all you'll see is the little handle sticking out of the ground. Or I might be wrong. Oh, no, I might be wrong. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. Now there's another island, if you recall, that we can visit here in Kamiki. I wonder what he wants.
Probably a place to play.
Yeah, not really defining it right now.
Come back. Does he always pick the time back here?
I don't know. Here's the island I was thinking about that has a chest on it. And this gets us a wooden bear. And there's another chest back here. Dragonfly beads. So, we are going to make for the forest, like Isun suggested. So, we are going to head out of Kamiki once again. But first we're going to stop in here at this merchant to sell what we have gotten so far and buy some more feed bags. Because that's always important. We need 3 of those. Oh yes, one thing I'm doing that I haven't mentioned. I suggest keeping 5 of each bag. Anytime you visit a merchant, just try to keep your supply up to 5. It's usually a good thing to do. There's one time I will exceed it, when I know I'm going to a place that I need to feed a lot of animals. But that's it. And as you can see, all my hard work of collecting fruit from trees I've bloomed has paid off, and I have a full astral pouch. So should I die, I'll be brought back to life. And here we see the we just saw the, what's his name? Mailman. Express Messenger, I think is what his actual title is, but... So yes, there's this very long waterway that you would drown in if you couldn't make a lily pad. And there's sometimes when you do that, you think you put it under you, but you really don't. And you end up having to swim back to it. Really getting yourself killed. Some people would suggest to do lily pads a little more often than I do. Bomb time.
Sometimes you actually do.
But anyway, we will enter Agata Forest. And it too is all cursed. Now, what we must do is get to the Guardian Sapling. What you must do to do that is jump down, turn around, and the cave is right. There's a cave right behind this waterfall.
You could have took the long way.
I could have, but that's the way I know to do it best. And we get here into this Guardian Sapling. How it grows in here, I do not know. Bloom it, and we lift the curse on the area. I think it's probably something to do with the fact that it's a Guardian Sapling and it's really just an offshoot of the giant Guardian Sapling. You see they eat all these trees. And now it looks a lot more like a forest than it did before.
It's more like a swamp.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It looks more like a swamp.
Too much water.
And a crisp wind blows.
I thought that little fuzzy was a spider.
And with that we get a lot more praise. I'm actually going to go ahead and increase my solar energy. Because there's a reason that we're going to need it coming up real soon. And hitting the chest, we obtained devout beads? I think that's how you say it.
You wanted to say divine.
Yes, because it's a new divine instrument. So he's going to tell us that we can now equip it as our main weapon instead of what we have in our bag. And boy is it a good thing. Because to pull off the reflectors combo, you have to swing your remote in just the right pattern. You don't have to do that with the rosary. That's what this weapon section is called, rosaries. You don't have to worry about specific comboing while swinging. It's actually very nice.
I like the looky of it.
And you also will put another one on sub, which becomes your guard button, which you use Z, I should say, because I'm Canadian. Z to use. Okay, anyway. Bunny feeding time. I think, is there more over here? No, but there's one of these. So yes, now that we have that, time to exit our this little cave. That's a horrible camera angle. As we walk over, we hear this. Hark! The call of the heavens, the earth, the sea. They summon me forth to defest evil. Waka, the god's gift to man, is here. Bonjour. Tao Master Waka. What's up with that guy? That crimson shading and divine instrument on your back.
The cutscene, you still have it?
Yes, in cutscenes I still have the reflector. You look kind of weird, but I reckon you pack a punch, baby. Hey, think you're so special anyway? You think you're so special way up there, huh? Get down here and talk face to... Wait, did he say crimson shading? Can he see Ami's true form? Hey, he drew a sword! This is how I get my point across. Pun intended. The moment the curse zone started spreading across Nippon, I saw the shadowy figure that removed the sacred sword, Tsukiyomi, flee into Kaneki village and seal the entrance with a huge brawl. You guys know anything about that? This guy gave me the creep. Better keep your eye on him. Ami, you getting all worked up again? Magnificent. That's magnificent with a French accent. Said Frenchly, so fuck it. Magnifique? Probably. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now you shall get an earful of my beloved sword. Behold, pillow talk! Let's rock, baby! This is a hard fight. He's gonna throw these daggers at you, and you can reflect them back to him, like so. This will put him into the gray form. You can power slash him to do extra damage. I just like waiting on the opposite side of this piece of land for him to use a dagger, standing from the shore and hitting him. Ow. This is not good because that just goes, there goes all my godhood. What you might have to do, if he lands far in the water like that, draw a lily pad to give yourself a platform. Right, after he does that combo, he'll become susceptible to attacks. And I did that pretty well, other than losing all my godhood. It's been quite some time since I've last tested your power, Amaterasu. That's enough for now. Too late now, you're the one who picked the fight. Hey wait, you know this guy, Ami? Well, that was pretty tactless. Excusez-moi, baby. You see, I was looking into that cursed zone that struck this area. It consumed all in its path, even the light of the sun. It is the curse of Orochi, the legendary 8-headed serpent. Orochi? Do not utter that name without reason. That alone could curse the weak of mind. Orochi was slain 100 years ago by Nagi and Shiramu, and its evil spirit sealed away in the moon cave, which I guarded. You know the cave in the middle of the lake over on Shinshu Field? But somebody has gone and freed Orochi by removing Tsukiyomi. The beast's evil has caused the cursed zone to cover these lands. I never thought the sacred sword could be so easily removed. Whoever did it waited till I was back in the capital. It seemed things are afoot that even I did not prophesize. And Ami went to sleep. We're way ahead of you, pretty boy. We've been busy dispelling the curse left and right. That Orochi's gonna be... word I can't say, when we're through with it. So, you're the ones who revived the trees in this area. But a lot of time has passed since Orochi's return. You better pick up the pace, Mashiri. What? I'm sorry to say, our battle just now was a big disappointment. You're not what you used to be, Amaterasu. You may have defeated Orochi long ago, but one cannot dwell on the past glories. You have weakened greatly during your 100-year slumber. That's enough! Now tell me about that shadowy figure you saw fleeing to Kamiki. How do we know it wasn't you? Relax, my little bouncing friend. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a little prophecy for you. I can see into the future, you know. For I see a long and big thrills. You'll know what I'm talking about when the time comes. Anyway, I must be off. The work of a prophet is never done. Au revoir, baby. What a freak. Who the heck does he think he is? Hey, wake up, Ami. We got work to do. I still did horribly on that battle. I'm not sure how you're supposed to clear that battle with good time. Yay, so we're gonna go find a save mirror now. As we take a little bit of a look around this place as I try to find the save mirror. We see a face over there, but we'll talk with them later. And there's another face on the other side of this tree. Now, quick thing. Things like this, you can bloom and get things out of, in this case, Traveler's Charm. Here we have a nice map of the area. I think there's a mirror in here. So we're gonna come in here. We're gonna see things that are on fire, a mirror, and a house. That's the house of a fortune teller, a bone reader. What? And she will tell you things you need to know. Anyway, but we're gonna end the episode here because it's been a long episode again. So, in this episode, we went back to Kamiki Village, bloomed everything in Kamiki Village, and did the Konohana Shuffle. And then got here to Agata Forest and fought Waka. Next episode, we are going to explore the Agata Forest and see what there is we need to do here before moving on to the next area. So, we will see you all then, and bye-bye!